Hey everybody, it's Dr. Lori from Heal Yourself Beautiful. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Every once in a while I like to just do an introspective blog, just kind of to talk to you. The Heal Yourself Beautiful community is really was created to be a safe place for women to come and enjoy the information in a non-threatening type of atmosphere, but also to learn a little bit more and to really think about yourself and take care of yourself. Women as a whole just are born to be caretakers. It's part of us. We're born with it. It's there. And we're just innately, we are genetically programmed to take care of others. And during that process, we sometimes don't take very good care of ourselves. So through Heal Yourself Beautiful, we're trying to encourage you, the woman, to take very good care of yourself and heal yourself beautiful, because I'm living proof that this can be done, that you can take a very sick, sick body that not only was sick physically, but sick emotionally, spiritually, just kind of just broken. And I hit broken. And I had to regain myself from broken. And I feel like I've done that quite successfully. So I'm coming from a place of knowing. And I think that's where wisdom comes from, is a place of actually knowing and doing the struggles and really taking, as Joseph Campbell would put it, the hero's journey. And the hero's journey has to do with finding that very, very difficult place. Probably the hardest struggle that you'll have in your entire life is what's going to lead you to the most amazing outcome that you couldn't even possibly imagine. That is a hero's journey. And so I firmly believe that I was meant to hit rock bottom. I was meant to have the emotions and go through the pain and try to figure things out. And so basically, this is my hero's journey. As part of this hero's journey, if you haven't seen the blog about Have a Love Affair with Yourself, please watch Have a Love Affair with Yourself. I let you into a little bit of my history. I want you to know that I'm not perfect. I have not had a perfect relationship. I don't know anybody that has had a perfect relationship. If you have, congratulations. But I particularly was in that place of we can't fault our parents. And I'm going to give you right away the disclaimer: do not fault your parents. If you were not taught how to love yourself, because many, many, many of us were never taught how to love ourselves, it's because our parents didn't know, because they were not taught how to love themselves. They only know what they were taught and what they were programmed to learn, and that's what they teach us. And it just keeps getting handed down and handed down. It's up to us as adults to decide if we're going to carry that forward and if we're going to continue that cycle or if we're going to break the cycle. Now, I've chosen to break the cycle so that I could be in that place of self-love. Unfortunately, I don't have children, and I can't, because my illness actually put me in menopause, so I can't have kids. But when I come in contact with kids, I come from a place of love, acceptance, and empowerment. I love, 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 love Louise Hay. And so if you haven't read her materials, go figure. And I'm sitting here on my MacBook doing this for you. So it's going to be it's going to be backwards, obviously. Louise Hay, it's my idol. I love her. She's the love of my life. Besides myself and God, Louise Hay really, really, really is her book, her materials is kind of that mentor to me to really be taught all the things that I need. And really what she teaches you is that a lot of us just didn't have the tools, and our parents didn't have the tools. And there was a really interesting lesson that I learned through the process last summer when I was sick. I've never actually got to that place of honesty where I sat down and had a talk with my mom and tried to figure out what it was. And I think that moment, the aha, as Oprah would say, moment, was when I actually said to my mom on the phone, because we live quite a ways away. She's in North Dakota and I'm in California. And I said, Mom, I'm really hurting and something's really wrong and I don't know, where I'm coming from in this place. And I had so much anger. Toxic mold is so poisonous to your brain. It causes so much anger. And folks, if you've ever been around somebody who is in that place where they're experiencing toxic mold, you have to understand this. They can't control it. It's a poison in their brain. And I couldn't control the anger that I was feeling. And I'm not an angry person. I'm actually a very gentle person. So this was completely out of my normal actions. But one place I did come from was a place of honesty with my mom. And I said, no matter what, and no matter what happens, I love you. I'm coming from a place of love, but I have to be honest with you. Some of the things that happened when I was a kid, weren't that great. And there were some things that really, that I harbored and held on to for a really long time that hurt me. And I'm not blaming you, because my learnings from Louise Hay taught me that I don't know what she went through. So I actually said that to my mother. I said, I can't claim to understand why you did that. I know you didn't know any better. You don't get a manual when you are a parent. You don't know how to parent your children. You're just a parent, and you just learn as you go. If there was a manual, like a Bible for being a parent, you would all have learned it, and everybody would be perfect at it. But nobody's perfect at it. And I just said, I don't know if something happened to you when you were a child, how you were nurtured, how you were loved, how you were brought up. My mom and dad did a lot of things very right. And so I wouldn't fault them for that. But it was, the aha moment was actually saying to my mom, I don't know if something happened to you when you were little. And if it did, I'm really sorry. Really, really sorry that if you harbor that and hold on to it. Because my grandmother actually did. She had an awful childhood, and she relived it. She relived every day of her childhood, and she died in her 90s. And even before she died, like right up until she died, she was still talking about what happened to her as a child and harboring that resentment and that anger. So I encourage all of you, if you're harboring the resentment and the anger, if you find yourself in a place of blame where you're blaming your parents, this happened and this happened and this happened. Maybe you don't talk to your parents and you don't have those relationships. Maybe try coming from a point of actually sitting down with your mom or your dad, whoever it is that you had the relationship or having struggles in your relationship with, and say something to them like that. I don't understand what it was or how you were raised or what may have happened to you. And I'm truly sorry. And I'm truly sorry. And what's interesting is sometimes when when we're adult children talking like this to our parents, we actually become the parent to our parents, because we're helping heal their inner child and helping them with that struggle. And I felt that coming from when I had that talk with my mom, that I think she kind of got it, that she needed that nurturer. She needed that one adult, which I am now, to hold the hand of the child and say, it's okay. It really is okay. And I forgive you. And I forgive everything. And I've learned and I've grown from it, but I let it go. So today's message was lengthy. Forgive those who love you and you love back. If something you're holding on to, you're resenting something about somebody and you're harboring that, remember, when you're harboring these horrible, awful feelings and you resent somebody, try to go to that place of forgiveness, because those kinds of things breed disease and illness. It actually holds that into your body. The best thing to do is to try to go to that place of forgiveness. You have no idea what they have gone through that actually instilled that into them, and try to help them through that. Love them, love yourself, and give yourself a break. So Heal Yourself Beautiful is your place to come, and come back, because I've got more messages to give you of love, motivation, inspiration, and above all, honesty. I really want to be honest with my community and grow this community on a place of honest and trust. So until then, I love you all. And if you're listening to this message, thank you so much for your support. And please keep up with us on Heal Yourself, www.healyourselfbeautiful.com for more loving and inspirational messages. Have a glorious day.